What's up YouTube, it's TCG here and welcome back to the top deck tournament on my channel. We're still here in the semi-finals where we're gonna see Metagross face off against Greninja. So Greninja has the slight advantage here by having the attack Shadow Stitching. If you can shut down the ability of Metagross, Metagross won't be doing his attack turn after turn. So retreating will be possible, but without Geotech System I don't think Metagross will keep up. If Metagross can however be quick enough, he can definitely overpower Greninja, because Froakies do need evolution and it takes a little bit of time. Well, we do see a mulligan coming from the Metagross player, so the mulligan goes to the Greninja player getting one extra card to start off, and we'll have to see if that Greninja player can get himself that first turn water duplicates, because we do know that he runs Tapu Lele and a Wally in the deck, so maybe we can see that in this match. We'll have to wait and see. So the prizes have been set and the match gets underway. So we do see a mulligan coming off, and also that the first turn goes to Greninja. We don't already see two Froakies on the bench, which always helps out, because if you have two of them out, you cannot get dunked, and dunking is something Greninja players often have to face if they brick. We do see a Staryu, as mentioned, it's still the one from Evolutions, because he opted to play the one with more HP that does not get knocked out thanks to a flying flip by Tapu Koko, so he has 60 HP that one. The bad side is that he has a retreat cost. And that's it. We do see that Metagross player is now in action. We do see a Tapu Lele for Bridget, which is something that the Metagross player definitely loves here. He can grab himself two Beldums and a Alolan Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix can use the free attack of Beacon in order to get himself the cards that he wants. And if he can get a second turn Metagross, he will definitely have the advantage here. Maybe he can start attacking or destroying a Froakie here. Or maybe he can just tap a bunch of energies onto Tapu Lele. We'll have to wait and see what the strategy will be. But we did see that he retreats that Beldum into Alolan Vulpix. And now we're definitely gonna see Beacon. Beacon can search the deck for two Pokemon and put them directly in the hand. We've seen Vulpix before in the Alolan Ninetales GX deck, but in the Metagross deck it definitely comes quite in handy, because with Vulpix you're not stacking energies onto it. You can use the free attack. The Alolan Pokemon do have those attacks with free energies, and you can just use it for free, bang, and get yourself your Metangs, as we see in this situation. Now it's back to the Greninja player. We do see a first turn, actually a second turn, Frogadier, and with that Frogadier he can use water duplicates in order to get up to 3 Frogadiers on the bench immediately. First things first, he's gonna use Ultra Ball here. Probably gonna evolve into Starmie. That way Starmie is a little bit, Starmie is not a liability here that gets one-shotted quite easily. So if he can get out Starmie, he's definitely in a great position here. He's also checking if the Frogadiers are not prized, because if Frogadier is prized, you know that strategy here, if they are prized, the Greninja deck pretty much bricks. So we'll have to wait and see what comes out of that. And we do see Starmie on the field already. Starmie is a great way. He has the Star Beacon attack, or actually ability, that makes it so you can discard one card from the hand and get two basic energies and process, so from the discard pile. And now we see an N early on in the game, so that Beacon did not do a lot, but then again he is definitely going to draw into more Metangs or Metagrosses, thanks to that fresh hand of 6. Hopefully the Greninja player does not draw all the Greninjas, or actually all the Frogadiers. And what do we see? Yeah, he's just gonna use water duplicates here. He's making that Shadow Clone Jutsu style here, the hand sign, and we do see 3 Frogadiers, so no Frogadiers are in the prize cards, which is always a huge thing if you're playing Greninja. So now that we see that attack, now it's back to the Metagross player. The Metagross player is still stuck with that Alolan Vulpix in the active position. Maybe he's gonna use it some more and maybe stack up some energies on his Beldum. Is he gonna grab himself Metagross GX? We'll have to wait and see. He's doubting what to do next, because he knows that his abilities might get shut down quite early in the game. We do see an Ultra Ball for a Beldum and a Metagross. He must know that he also runs the Rescue Stretcher in his list, so he's not worried some about discarding those cards. And as we see, Rescue Stretcher coming from the bat, straight from the bat, so Metagross is back in the deck together with Beldum. So that was kind of a neat play here. With Ultra Ball you can discard cards that you don't want, and with Rescue Stretcher putting them back in the deck is quite a great strategy. We also see Metang here, so one Metang, and then there is a Sycamore, so a fresh hand of 7 cards. Is he gonna grab himself another Metang? Yeah, 2 Metangs in play so far. The good news is that the Greninja list also runs Espeon-EX, and if you have Metang out, it'll be way harder to devolve the Pokemon. So that's maybe the reasoning here, or maybe he just was unlucky that he did not get a rare candy. Yeah, and he's using the attack beacon, probably grab himself the Metagross. Thanks to that beacon, he only gets out one Metagross though, so that is particular. Maybe he has other plans. And yeah, we do see Timer Ball here. 1 hit, 2 hits, wow. What are the chances? 2 hits with a Timer Ball. He only runs 1 Timer Ball in the entire list. Instead of that, he also runs 3 Evo Soda. But that 1 Timer Ball getting true evolutions is just way too good. We do see 2 Greninjas right now in Ultra Ball. He's getting rid of some yeah, water energies here because he can grab them back with Starmie, and there are 3 Greninjas in 1 turn. That turn is just huge. And now we also see an N. Wow, he had all the Metagrosses in the hand, so that N must come really deadly here because he used Beacon twice in a row, and twice in a row he got N. So Greninja is definitely showing dominance, a dominant performance here because 3 Greninjas on a turn 3 is just way too hard to face. Yeah, and against every deck, because it's a 1 prize attacker, it can still evolve into a break Pokemon with 170 HP, which is really hard for Metagross to knock out in 1 shot. So what are we gonna see next? I do think there's gonna be... He's doubting what to play next. We do see Brooklet Hill that he slaps down. Maybe he just wants to get rid of that, or that he does not draw into it with a potential N. And we do see Shadow Stitching. Instead of a knockout, we do see Shadow Stitching making all the abilities shut down on the opponent's turn here. So we do see Metagross evolve thanks to a rare candy, a manual attachment to Metagross, and the Field Blower gets rid of Brooklet Hill. Not that that won't matter anyhow in the late game, because there are already 3 Greninjas out, and losing that Brooklet Hill is definitely not an issue here. So he's using Beacon once again, grabbing himself 2 Metagross GXs. The bad thing for Metagross GX is that he relies so much on Geotech System, that ability that it has to attach energies from the discard, and when they are shut down thanks to Shadow Stitching, yeah, they are not having a great time. So it's back to the Greninja player, and we do see Evo Soda. Evo Soda is probably gonna grab himself a Greninja Break. Greninja Break makes it so he can snipe every turn as well. And with sniping at his disposal and that low amount of damage with Shadow Stitching, thanks to ability lock as well with that attack, he definitely got this game locked and loaded. And also we see another Greninja, so 3 Greninjas on the bench, a Greninja Break on the active. Wow, this is the worst nightmare of the Metagross player in history. So it's such a shame that he that beacon attack from Vulpix did not work every time because of that N. And we're definitely gonna see a snipe attack, 60 damage on a Metagross GX, thanks to Giant Water Shuriken, also attaching Splash Energy to the active Greninja Break, and now we do see Shadow Stitching for the KO. First prize gets taken by Greninja. Now Metagross is stuck in the active position. He does have 2 Metagrosses at his disposal. He also runs a lot of max potions in this Metagross GX list, so maybe he tries to stall out and just attach manually turn after turn until he can one-shot Greninja GX, or actually Greninja Break, because he does have Professor Kukui in his deck. So we do see an Algorithm GX move here. He can grab 5 cards from the deck straight into the hand. He's definitely gonna grab himself that Professor Kukui and energy, maybe max potion or something. So that is definitely a great strategy here. And also the Metagross list does not run any enhanced hammers. Maybe the new Kartana GX would be awesome to use, but this is pre Crimson Invasion, so no cards from Crimson Invasion are in these lists. This is just after this match is only the final match, so let me know what you will predict for the final match here. This is still the semifinals. The winner goes to the finals up to meet the Golisopod Garbodor list. So that is interesting to see. Even if Greninja pulls off this one, having that Golisopod together with Garbodor is a really tough matchup for Greninja, to say the least. So in this situation, Algorithm GX has been used, and it's back to the Greninja player. The Greninja player does have the best board in the world, and what will he be able to do now? We'll have to wait and see. He's looking through his discards, probably gonna grab himself some energies with that Star Beacon attack, or actually ability. And yeah, definitely gonna see. Yeah, there's also a super rod going on, so he can grab himself some stuff from the discard back into the deck. And the good news here is that he has the perfect setup. He can use Shadow Stitching every turn, because even if Greninja Break gets knocked out this turn, he can just put him back in the hand and he's pretty much safe. So Giant Water Shuriken coming down on Metagross GX. And then we are also seeing a Choice Band. So and then Giant, actually that Shadow Stitching for 70 damage added onto that Metagross GX. So if Metagross GX does not heal in this particular turn, he will get knocked out. And I do think that if he starts to attack, yeah, we do see Professor Kukui coming down. He grabs, draws 2 cards and gets the bonus of dealing 20 extra damage, which is enough to knock out Greninja Break. The bad thing is, Splash Energy is attached, so the Greninja player gets all the evolutions back into the hand. We also see Ultra Ball is getting rid of, is that a Heavy Ball? Probably it is. And he's also getting rid of another card, and he's gonna grab himself, yeah, there's an end card that he gets rid of, and he grabs himself something from the deck. What is he gonna grab? Maybe another Beldum, I don't know. Maybe he has a attack card, because in this situation with the abilities that have been shut down, not even Tapu Lele can save him. So Ultra Ball probably go for something weird. Maybe he doesn't grab anything just to thin out the deck. We do see a Beldum, regular Beldum, basic Pokemon on the bench with 60 HP. Is that a clever move? I don't know, because sniping is around and will get rid of that Beldum quite quickly. And Metagross decides to knock out Greninja Break. Alright. So in this particular situation, he just has to evolve into Greninja Break once again, knock out Metagross GX, and just take this game really slowly. Can also discard a card from the hand, grab himself energy, snipe a Beldum, knock out the active Metagross GX, and I don't think the Metagross GX can come back from this. There's even a second Greninja Break on the field, so sniping twice will be even more deadly, because 120 damage thrown everywhere on the field is just too much to handle even for Metagross GX. So yeah, there's definitely gonna be a discard here. He's grabbing himself some energies from the discard thanks to that Space Beacon ability. And yeah, we do see a KO here. So I don't think that was a Shadow Stitching, or was it a Shadow Stitching? I don't even know at this point. The Metagross GX has been knocked out though, so in this situation... Oh, that was just with the Water Shuriken. It's still the Greninja's turn. Wow. Awesome. He also sniped away that Beldum, getting himself an extra prize card, and now he's using Shadow Stitching. There's nothing the Metagross player can do to come back from that, and he just scoops on the spot here, because, yeah, he only needs to take 2 more prize cards, that Greninja Break player, and bang. With that, he just realizes there's nothing he can do. So Metagross in a disadvantage here. First game going to Greninja Break, so it looks really promising for Greninja. Greninja does have some quite decent matchups in the meta right now. Volcanion is sort of an auto win. Metagross is a great matchup. Garbodor GX is also a great matchup, so maybe Greninja is the play. But however, there's still Tapu Bulu and Golisopod that his weakness to Greninja. So we're going here to game number 2 on this round here, round number 6 I believe. So the semifinals are still underway. And who will go to the finals? Yeah, that is what we want to know here. We do see a mulligan, so the Metagross player gets an extra card. He can also start the match, so starting a match, getting 1 mulligan is always a great thing. So that is something that the Greninja player got in the first game, so he's giving it back to the Metagross player with this mulligan. So still shuffling the deck, and we'll have to wait and see how this match will develop. Will Metagross be able to pull off a donk? Will it be quick enough? That is what we have to wonder here. And wow, we do see a Staryu start coming from the Greninja player. So maybe he wishes now that he has the free retreat Staryu. But then again, we'll have to wait and see if it even matters at all. So we start straight from the bat. Metagross player is grabbing himself, yeah, he slaps down Tapu Lele. He's already grabbing himself the basics because he's gonna use Bridget in this turn. As always, that's what Metagross players always tend to do. First turn Bridget. And he's definitely gonna grab himself 2 Beldums and an Alolan Vulpix. Unless there is some Beldums priced, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. So he grabs He's definitely going to grab himself a Vulpix and a Beldum. That is what we see. He's first have to get out of the supporter, so that is Bridget. We do see Bridget coming down. He gets Beldum and an Alolan Vulpix from that Bridget. So we don't see a third Beldum. Maybe it's a different strategy. Maybe Beldum is priced. We don't even know, but that is what we see at the moment. So the good news is that he can start using Alolan Vulpix early on to grab himself Metagross, just like in the last game. And he checks out the Staryu, how much HP that it has. It does have 60 HP, but it has 1 retreat cost. It's the one from Evolutions. We do see a manual attachment onto Beldum. And is he gonna retreat or is he gonna stay in the active position? Probably gonna stay in the active position for now, because he knows from last game that promoting Alolan Vulpix just slows you down and you just want to have the amazing speed. And wow, we do see a crazy Sycamore getting rid of a Greninja Break, Starmie, a Choice Band, wow, even a Frogadier. So wow, that Sycamore was just huge. He had to do that because he does not have a single supporter in the hand. And now we do see 2 Froakies, so at least that is comfortable. The Greninja player will not get dunked. And he attached an energy onto Staryu, and Staryu will be able to slap some damage to yeah, Beldum. I believe it's 10 damage. I think in the older games it was 20 damage. I don't even remember, but it was the same art. So bang, he flips a coin. Yeah, it's with the coin flip. So he only deals 10 damage. If the coin flip was head, he would have dealt 20 damage. So Rare Candy Metagross is on the field right now. Second turn, really great. He can use the Algorithm GX, hoping that the opponent will not use an N in this situation. We do see an Ultra Ball coming down. Is he gonna grab himself another Metagross? That is what we have to wait and see. We do see a Metang, so no Metagross GX, but at least he has an attacker on the active position that can attack in 2 turns, unless he has Geotech Systems at his disposal next turn, which would be totally awesome, because Metagross needs to get a break here. Literally, not a break, but you know what I mean, that saying that he needs a break. He needs some good luck by his side in order to pull off the win here, because Greninja matchups are truly really the most terrible matchups in the world, because they only give a 1 prize card and you're just struggling with that, yeah, to knock those frogs out. They keep coming back with splash energy and stuff. Okay, we do see a manual attachment going to Metagross GX. The only thing he needs now is a Geotech System, or next turn he can attack. So that Staryu is still in the active position. And the Metagross player is still doubting what to do next. He's gonna use the GX move as predicted. Algorithm GX, grabbing 5 cards from the deck straight into the hand, which is always great, because now he can definitely grab himself the things that he needs. Maybe he needs a Kukui, maybe he needs Pokemon Ranger to attack 2 turns in a row. We'll have to wait and see what he grabs. Definitely a Metagross, that is something we do know, because he wants to get 2 Metagrosses out and set them up with a bunch of energies in order to get the upper hand on Greninja. So if you guys are enjoying the series, be sure to leave some feedback and yeah, your great suggestions for the upcoming Top Deck tournament later down the line in the near future on the channel. And also let me know what your favorite deck in the current meta is right now. I'm curious to know what you guys are playing. Also, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to rock smash the hell out of the like button. You know it always helps out, and yeah, I appreciate it a ton. So while we are waiting here with the Algorithm GX, we are gonna see here that Greninja, he needs to have a Frogadier this turn. If he does not have Frogadier, Metagross GX will have this game in the back rather quickly. And he's still doubting what cards to pick out, because it has to be the 5 perfect cards in order to overcome Greninja. And Greninja is a deck that has been along, yeah, on the format for a while now, saw its ups and downs, and looks like the up is back here with this particular version of the deck with Starmie from Evolutions. Okay, he grabbed 5 cards from the deck, and now it's back to the Greninja player. What will he have? Does he have a Frogadier? Does he have an energy? You need both of those in order to get yourself water duplicates this turn. If there's not a single water duplicates this turn, I think, yeah, we do see a Frogadier. Actually 2 Frogadiers in a row, wow. He does not even need to use the water duplicates here. And we do see an N. Not the best N in the world. Both players get a fresh hand of 6, but then again, he used Algorithm GX last turn, so he got screwed over once again thanks to that N. Instead of getting the 5 cards that he wants, he's gonna have to do with 6 random cards from his deck. So that N is particularly well played in this situation. Maybe he could have grabbed something else as a support of this turn, but N is a perfect play here. Okay, do we see an energy? If there's not a single energy, those Frogadiers will have a rough time here. I don't think I see an energy in the hand. Wow! So no water duplicates. Staryu will have to be on the active position for a turn. He's not gonna retreat it unless he wants to really keep that Staryu alive. But we do see another attack here. And boom! He gets 10 damage once again. So that Metagross is at 20 damage. Hooray! Staryu will get destroyed this turn. Maybe the best play in this situation would be maybe using Guzma or something. But he needs 2 energies. There's no energies in his discard already. So he cannot make use of Geotech System, which is unfortunate. Otherwise he could have already knocked out one Frogadier. And that would be awesome. So we do see a Psychic Energy coming onto Metagross GX. And he knocks out Staryu in one shot. Okay, back to the Greninja player. Does he have energies? Looks like he's running empty on energy. So Metagross player is really keeping up with the game here. And we do see Choice Band on the bench. Frogadier. We also see an N once again. So he does not have energies. He does not have Greninjas. So if he cannot grab them this turn, and the opponent managed to get himself a Pokemon Ranger because he does run 2 Tapu Lele, I think the match will definitely go to Metagross in this situation, but we'll have to wait and see. So this is a really important N. He needs energies. If he does not get an energy, it's not really effective. We do see energies and Evo Soda, so Greninja will be on the field this turn with Shadow Stitching in order to shut down the abilities. So we do see a Manual Energy and then Evo Soda. So Greninja will get into play this turn and will shut down the ability of Geotech System and potential Tapu Leles. Also he's checking his deck. Maybe he can make use of Espeon. Would be great to see. He also runs Tapu Lele, so that is an interesting list to say the least. We don't see Tapu Fini in the deck as of yet, but we don't even know what else is up with this Greninja list. Instead, we also see that Staryu with 60 HP, we can expect anything. So, is he gonna play some more cards? He definitely needs to grab himself a backup Greninja in order if the opponent manages to get himself Pokemon Ranger, things would be in a bad situation, but he does grab a second Greninja just to be sure. And we're definitely gonna see that he uses that first attack, Shadow Stitching. The abilities are shut down for the opponent. Metagross player still needs to figure out how to get over this lock. Maybe he can wait a turn, that is something he can do. Or he can just use Pokemon Ranger, that could also be a really great play. Just use Pokemon Ranger, wait a turn, and hope that the Greninja player does not have recovery in order to win the game here. If you knock out 2 Greninjas, you win. So if he gets back up, more Froakies on the field, things would turn out really bad. So we do see Ultra Ball coming down. He's probably gonna grab himself maybe Metang, maybe Metagross. You do know that the abilities are shut down, so we do see Metagross GX on the field. He's gonna grab himself a backup one. But the abilities are shut down, he cannot retreat. But he makes sure that at least he has a backup Metagross. And he just skips a turn this turn, so he waits a little turn. And we do see Brocklet Hill. Brocklet Hill will definitely grab out himself a Froakie. And now he has backup. He can start using Super Rod or Rescue Stretch in order to regain those frogs. And we do see Tapu Lele. So 0 cards in the hand. Tapu Lele will definitely grab himself the Sycamore that he wants. And that is what we do see. So one copy of Tapu Lele makes a huge difference. If you're low on cards, you can use something to grab himself your Tapu Lele, and bang, out of nowhere you have that Sycamore, fresh hands of 7, and we're definitely gonna see a Greninja break this turn. Let's see. There's a bunch of Ultra Balls in the hand, energy as well, I see. We do see Ultra Ball is getting rid of, what is he gonna throw away? So he has crucial resources here. He's gonna get rid of an Ultra Ball and Brooklet Hill. He does not want to get rid of water energies because Staryu is not around. Starmie cannot save him this turn, so he tries to save the energy. Now we do see Greninja break coming down, so really hard for Metagross player to one-shot. Now he does need Professor Kukui in order to one-hit KO this Greninja. Are we gonna see another Shadow Stitching? Will this turn be over? We do see a Water Shuriken, and he snipes down that Beldum like it was nothing, so he gets 1 prize card. Is it something good? Does he get a second Greninja break into play? We do see a Splash Energy onto that Greninja break, and now we do see Shadow Stitching for 40 damage. If for some miraculous reason he uses Professor Kukui this turn, no, we do see an N. As I was saying, if he could knock out this Greninja break, it would not even matter at all because of that Splash Energy. Just such a great energy for this type of deck. And thanks to that N, both players get 5 cards. Since both players already took 1 prize card. But in a situation like this, I don't think how Metagross GX can even win against the Greninja list, because yeah, once there's a Greninja breakout that you cannot one-shot, yeah, he just deals damage, 150 damage, not even grabbing a prize card. He forgot that Greninja has 170 HP, and that is not enough. 150 damage, and now it's back to the Greninja player. This looks to be really easy for the Greninja player. If he can just snipe some more damage on Metagross, maybe we can see a devolution from Espeon-EX. So we do see Rescue Stretcher. He's gonna grab himself the Pokemon back in the deck, probably, maybe Staryu, maybe the Frogadiers. Yeah, we do see Greninja Break coming from the Rescue Stretcher, so early on got Sycamore away, but now it's back. And 2 Greninja Breaks on play right now, 1 with damage, 1 without. We do see Espeon-EX entering the field right now, and Sycamore for a bunch of cards. He hopes for a ton of energies in order to devolve those Pokemon. Maybe this could be a perfect hand. We do see a Frogadier that evolves from the little Froakie, but no energies in sight. So there's not gonna be some sniping this turn, or do we see an energy? Only 1. He's doubting here what to do next. I think he only has 1 energy, so we do see a Giant Water Shuriken coming down on the bench Metagross GX, getting 60 damage, and then a Water... Yeah, it was the Shadow Stitching here, dealing some more damage on the active Metagross GX. So next turn, he can snipe and then devolve them, and then that will be the game. So I do think that he ends the opponent. Yeah, he does have the most terrible hand in the world, so he ends, and he gets 5 cards, the opponent gets 5 cards, so yeah, just another one of those ends that both sides get the same amount of cards. So as you see, Greninja here recovering the game after a really slow start, thanks to Shadow Stitching, winning the game probably, and Espeon-EX is already ready to devolve those Metagross GXs, and once that happens, this game will be in the bag. And we do see Choice Band, or actually Field Blower getting rid of Brooklet Hill, and the Choice Band, and Manual Attachment coming down on the bench Metagross GX, and he cannot attack this turn. He is stuck in the active position. Maybe he could have retreated to Alolan Vulpix, but then again, that way he is stuck. The Greninja player is checking if he evolved from a Tang in order to devolve them. If he evolved from Beldum, this game would have already been over. So, what are we gonna see? Does he have enough energies to pull off this amazing stunt here? He grabs some energies from the discard, so he's probably gonna grab himself Super Rod here. So, we do see Super Rod getting himself yeah, energies back from the discard. Maybe he can draw them later if he has a decent supporter. If he has those energies, he won this game already. So, let's see. We also see Field Blower in his hand, not that that will matter. Yeah, we do see Evo Soda. There's another Greninja on the field. Greninja number 3. So in a situation like this where you see all those Greninjas, you have to realize by this point, you have to knock out all those Greninjas and even one GX or EX in order to win the game. That is just so crazy to think about. Prize raise is just so good. So Skyla coming down. What is he gonna grab? Maybe he's just gonna thin out his deck. I don't know. Skyla is one of those particular cards in the deck in order to grab himself that Brooklet Hill in order to not get dunked. But we do see Skyla for an N. You can only use 1 supporter per turn, so that N will be for next turn. And are we gonna see Shadow Stitching once again? Or is he gonna retreat? That Greninja Break is in an awkward situation. Yeah, he does retreat into the other Greninja Break, the one without damage. We see an manual attachment, and then probably yeah, there's Timer Ball as well. One heads, one tails. So he can grab himself one Pokemon that he wants thanks to that Timer Ball. And he grabs himself another Greninja Break. He cannot evolve it this turn though. And boom, we do see Shadow Stitching for 40 damage. Does the Metagross player have the courage in order to continue this game? He's gonna deal 150 damage. Still, again, not enough to overcome Greninja Break. 170 HP is just way too much to handle. So we do see a third Greninja Break, and at this point you already know the victor in this particular game will be Greninja. How is he gonna finish it? When is the Metagross player gonna scoop? We do see a manual retreat onto the Greninja Break from the bench, the one with Splash Energy. And what are we gonna see? I do think we're gonna see a knockout. Instead of using Espeon-EX, we do see that second attack dealing 80 damage and grabbing the energy back into the hand. So that was the second attack, and it was not Shadow Stitching. And now the abilities have been used. You can use Geotech System as we see right now, and we do see a KO here. Metagross player knocking out Greninja Break. And there are still two Greninja Breaks waiting, while we also see that the Greninja player gets every evolution, or actually every Pokemon card back into the hand. What are we gonna see? So more energies here. We do see Froakie. Froakie is around for backup, not that it matters too much. We are gonna see a manual energy onto the Greninja. And I think this would be another one of those Shadow Stitching moments. He's checking the discard, how many energies that he still has left in order to win this game. But it looks very promising. We do see Shadow Stitching for 40 damage. Not that the damage output is irrelevant, but he cannot use abilities and he cannot retreat. So wow, Pokemon Ranger coming out of nowhere. This is what we like to see here, 150 damage. So if he would have run something like a Tapu Koko, he could spread damage and two Greninjas would be knocked out in one blow. That would have been awesome. But it looks like Tapu Koko is not in the list of Metagross GX. Back to the Greninja player, we do see a manual retreat, and we're gonna see a devolution here. So Espeon-EX with Miraculous Shine takes the game here. The Metagross player at this point will scoop because he does not have any sufficient attackers, and Greninja Break goes to the finals. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with the final match.